Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You're listening to the What It Do podcast. Welcome back, baby. Another episode. I guess today we're just going to wing it. Just us.
It's us, guys.
Just us.
The originals.
Dude, did you check out that fucking song that I sent you? The Creed with the AI cover?
Oh.
Bro. Like, people are like, fucking Creed, right? Creed, to me, Creed goes hard. This shit fucking, I don't know if I should play a little bit of it. Is it copyrighted if it's AI?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
So
it was.
Didn't we ask this about a song that was created by AI?
It was a blues, right? It was a blues version.
Yeah.
I think so.
This was more of like it's a soul, I guess.
Yeah.
These guys got afros and fucking tuxedos.
But they made it sound like that was an original song by these guys.
Yeah.
Fucking AI.
Dude, tell me about it. It is so mind. Like I was watching some other stuff, right? And it's like somebody did a cover of this song, right? And I was like, dude, this is pretty fucking badass, right? And I was like, so who is this dude? Turns out it was AI. Fucking guy's not even real. Yeah. And I was so fucking mind blown, man. But like, I gotta play a little bit of it because it's too fucking good. It's too good.
Let's hear it.
So it sounds like Creed.
Don't start with your goddamn commercials because you know what? You don't sponsor this. Liberty Mutual,
Liberty Bibberty.
What?
right? Man, it's like
You can hear the song like the original a little bit, right?
Yeah. Oh.
dude, like that's pimp. I like to listen to a lot of old music, right? This is.
When dreaming, I'm guided to another world, time and time again.
That's fucking crazy,
dude. That's mind blowing.
Fucking crazy.
Absolutely mind blowing.
Crazy.
At sunrise,
Like,
I fight to stay asleep, 'cause I don't want to leave the comfort of this place.
now.
You gotta let it get to the build up.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you want the drop?
Yeah.
I got it.
You gotta get to the build up.
Life I live when I'm away. So let's go there. Let's make our escape. Come on, let's go there.
Nah, Tim. Brings out the soul a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Can you take me higher?
Crazy.
Wow.
Like, who would have thought, right? Who would have thought?
How does AI have soul?
Oh, fuck. Hold on.
Like, how do
You can't start off like that. God damn.
But soul is
Yeah.
something that you feel, like soul music.
Yeah.
These guys are feeling it, and you can hear it in their voice.
Very
I could
true.
damn near hear it in this created computer voice because that's not somebody's actual voice. Well, maybe it is somebody's actual voice, but AI is using it for other purposes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where they got that voice from.
Yeah.
Or is it a created voice? But how do you create a voice?
Oh, dude,
It had, to
that's
have,
another
had to
one.
have stolen somebody's voice, right?
Yeah, but I mean, maybe they take like a bunch of different singers and they mash it up to come up with
Yeah.
something original, I guess. But
Still
still,
an
it's like,
original voice.
where does this fucking come from,
Yeah.
man? Because I'm like, okay, how do you put the prompts? How do you fucking? I don't understand. Like, this is so above and beyond
Right.
my fucking frame of thinking that I don't understand how this works.
Right.
Like, you know, it's oh, man, it's we're gonna be so lost in 5 fucking years, man. You know, where it's like, who are we talking to?
Hey, Ram's like, speak for yourself. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, dang, What Did You podcast is gonna go complete. I'm gonna have AI co-host. Oh,
Is this? Are you giving us our notice?
yeah, I'm giving you all 5-year notice.
Need you guys. Matter of fact, not only do I not need you guys, I don't even need guests. I have AI guests coming here.
Screw you
Of
guys,
any
I'm
guest I
going
want. Joe Rogan, boom, here he is right here.
Damn.
That-
We don't need
Yeah.
a book guest. We'll just get
I
AI
was
guests.
I was listening to another podcast earlier, and they were talking about, hell, it might have been a Joe Rogan podcast. They were talking about AI. They were talking about ChatGPT, and he was talking about how he was asking it some questions, and it was giving him some stuff back, and he was like having this conversation back and forth, and he was like, I felt like I was having a conversation with myself. because it's like you talk to it so much that it learns you,
Yes.
and it's almost to where you're talking to somebody like, man, this guy's actually pretty cool, you know? Like, yeah, I like his thinking. Well, of course you like his thinking.
Yeah.
He's thinking like you.
Exactly. Every now and then he throws it in, do not redeem. And I'm like, wait, hold on, Amir. I thought we were buddies here, bro. I mean, it's like, you would have never fucking thought about that. Like, this conversation wouldn't be happening 2 years ago.
No, not
In
at
such a
all.
short amount of time, bro.
When we first started the podcast,
Yes.
ChatGPT was just GPT-3, and it had just became something. We fucked around with it a little bit on the podcast, but it wasn't there.
They gave us our fucking art, or some of our thumbnails.
Yeah.
You know?
But it wasn't quite there yet. And I think it's getting faster, and it's getting there, and it's learning quicker. We're what, GTP-5 now?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And it's fucking blows GPT-3 out of the fucking water. Like, it's not even in the same fucking realm, you know?
Crazy.
So, I mean, who knows what, I mean, it's crazy. I don't know where this is going to end up.
That's just what's available to us.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh, wow. That's, you're right.
Yeah.
I thought about that too. Yeah.
You know, there is something like we were sitting there listening to the song. There are some parts in it, you know, where he hits that high note that he doesn't really hit. You can tell, you can hear the break in it. But how much longer before it's just?
Is it just me, or do
Seamless.
you still hear I still hear the gravelly voice? Still.
Yeah.
Like it's still like, I hear the soul voice, but
It touches on that signature thing about
it's
that.
Creed though, and I can still kind of like in my head as this guy is singing the song, I still hear Creed though.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead, Oscar.
It pretty much hits. Oh no. You gotta catch me on the spot on this one. You're right. Yes. I mean, but with Creed, you can hear that. Yeah, right. That grovel. This is a little too clean.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Do you have the original on there?
No, man. I can pull it up though.
I just kind of want to hear that
Hear that.
as he.
Let's go there.
Oh.
Let's make our scale. I'm like, fuck, Scott, get out of my brain. What you doing in there?
Man, there was when I was working for you, we were putting together a tank battery. We were building a tank battery. It was like an all-day event, and everybody was just tired or whatever. And Fidencio, and I think I brought this up before, I will never forget it, though, because it just kind of got us through the rest of that evening, because we were going into the evening. And he got you singing Creed, and you were getting into it, and I was like, yeah.
It's like, dude, this
Yeah,
guy,
I fucking feel that.
this fool got pipes, man.
Yeah, I like that. I can work.
Yeah, you know what's crazy though? Is it? I do like when I'm driving in my truck, right?
Yeah.
I'll go fucking. I don't know, for some reason.
You'll hit the notes.
Maybe I'm tone deaf, but it feels like I'm hitting them fucking notes, man.
You're like, Scott, you ain't shit.
I don't know. I'm channeling.
It should have been
Scott.
me on stage.
Get in me, Scott. Get in me.
Get in me, Scott.
Get up in there, boy. Get up in there. Because, I mean, dude, like, I'll sing George Michael. I'll sing fucking Creed. I'll sing whatever, you know, but I
Right.
like the high note stuff. Like, I'll be singing shit that I'm not going to sing out in public. For some reason, like, I choke. Like, people's like, oh, man.
You like those challenging ones.
Yes, but unfortunately, I can only do it when I'm alone. If that makes sense.
Don't make any
yeah.
Because I'm like, no one's watching, man. Like, it's crazy. Because
Nobody's watching. You can go hard.
Yeah.
You can go.
I wish I can get into my own head, because, you know, I have the whole, like, with people doing like stand-up comedy or some kind of shit up on a stage. They're like, oh, just picture the fucking crowd naked, or picture the crowd in fucking, you know, clown costumes.
Yeah.
Something that just takes you out of that fucking scared element, you know. And I wish I could do that. I could do that in my truck by myself. You know, and it's crazy. It's funny to me, because sometimes I'll record myself, and I'm like, am I really hitting that note? Or I'm like those people that are just like, they think they're fucking really hitting it, you know? They're like, just fucking. But
And then they play it back for you,
they're like,
and they're like, oh, yeah. It's not.
like, ooh, you didn't hit that.
It's all in your head, bro.
Yeah. Fortunately for me, I can't hit the notes.
You've got some.
I can.
Yeah, you've got some tones.
Like, if I get comfortable, you've heard me say some shit.
Yeah.
We're just like, damn, the fool's got some pipes.
You got
but
some.
it only comes out, man, if I'm not.
Let's hear some chente.
Hide me.
Let's hear some chente.
No.
Give him some more
I don't sing
alcohol.
chente.
Give him some more alcohol.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some more alcohol.
Chente can hit some notes, bro.
Fuck, bro. Dude, that's the only man that when you listen to it, fucking, it's like tickles your fucking bones.
Oh
man.
yeah.
Where I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, dude,
It's
you can't
moving.
hear this guy.
It made George Strait want to copy some of his.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's
man.
how good he is. Like, wow.
Granted, he was a womanizer, but hey.
Hey,
I
whatever.
mean,
When you got what you got, you know.
Yeah,
it
dude,
comes,
yeah,
it
that's
comes with the
shit.
territory.
Yeah.
You know, it does. Because I'm like, the guy's a mariachi, right?
Yep,
You know,
been there.
that's kind of
Old school mariachi.
Yeah, old school mariachi. You get that. There's that staple, you know, and fucking, no matter like who still sings that way, right? Like I know there's God damn, I can't think of his name, the Iglesias guy. No, Pepe Aguilar
Pepe
and
Aguilar.
his
Yep.
son. You know, they can hit the fucking notes, and it's like
There's
God,
Alejandro Fernandez.
there you go, that guy too. You know, oh, that's Vicente's son.
Yep.
You know, they hit them fucking notes.
Really? I haven't heard him.
Oh, he's good.
Is he
Yeah, he's really
on
good.
on his dad's level or?
No,
Close,
no.
though.
Like there's a lot of what I'm hearing is imitation. When you hear Vicente Fernandez, you hearing that original. That
You gotta
fucking,
think about like
You're making me
your
want to
shadow
do it
that
now.
you're in. You gotta think about the shadow you're in. Of course, they're gonna be
yeah.
like, "Oh, he's got to
Absolutely.
sing like his dad." Like, I'm sure there's that expectation.
It's kind of like Enrique and Julio. You know what I mean?
Yes.
yeah.
Like but Enrique actually came into his own. Like he kind of made his own.
he went his own genre.
Yeah,
Yes.
You know,
yeah.
granted, he still dabbles in his in his dad's footsteps.
Yeah.
But you're right. You know, that expectation there, and I feel like that's some downfall with some of these singers, right? Like, I felt sorry for Julio Cesar Chavez's son.
Oh, I know.
When he decided to do it, because I mean, there's an ego thing, right?
Yeah.
My dad's, he was a world champion. My dad win 100 and some odd fights. You know,
He's a legend.
yeah, he's a legend in the
Legend
Mexican,
in Mexican boxing.
community.
Actually,
Yeah.
boxing altogether. Like he's a legend in boxing.
Yeah, and I feel that gets to the fucking head. Like I'm sure it does to some of these singers. We're just like, hey, you're not there.
Yeah.
But you're carrying that fucking status. It came from your dad. When he went into that fucking ring and got his ass whooped, I was just like, the look on his dad's face, man. I was just like,
That's my son.
yeah, it's mío, se lo chingaron.
I told him to stay in school.
He's like, I told him he couldn't box for
Get
shit.
box for shit.
Which is crazy because all the money in the
Didn't he
world.
end up getting arrested in the United States and then he was jailed and then deported?
I don't know.
Even though he was here on a work visa, because he was here for something. Actually, it was the Jake Paul.
Okay.
He was here. I think he fought Jake Paul, and it wasn't too long after that they had
fucking arrested
they had the
him?
ICE raids, and he got arrested and jailed,
shit.
and then deported.
That shouldn't have lost.
Julio Cesar.
I was like, no, he's lost. Get him gone.
Yeah.
Trump says we only want the best. We only want the best. Best boxers.
That's a really
Shit.
good impression.
God damn it, bro! We've got to get an LLC going. We've got to sell you.
Yeah.
You've got that.
I'll
bro.
put myself out.
You've got
I'll
that.
warm myself out to anyone right now. Give me some money. Which here's okay.
Who needs voiceovers?
Seriously.
Corey Driscoll, you out there? Do y'all need voiceovers for the radio? Let us
Right.
know.
Let
You're
us know,
listening
please.
to blah 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 blah. You know, just
How about let's
Do
hear
all the
the.
commercials.
You're listening to hard rock.
you're listening hard rock radio. Listening to hard guys. Listen hard music. Yeah, I'm like, which
That's
I
hard.
just
That's hard.
yeah, it's hard. It's rock hard. We actually, man, my wife, of course she does hair. She was doing this lady's hair yesterday, and come to find out, that's what she does. She does voiceovers.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
man. So I'm like, I told Amy, I was like, next time you do her hair, hit her up. Tell her because my husband likes to. When I'm by myself in that closet, bro, the world disappears.
Yeah.
The world disappears. I can.
I bet it would be fun. I bet you would have fun doing
fuck
it.
yes, I would
yeah.
have fun. So I'm like,
Get very into
hit me up
character.
how to get started into that or something, dude. Because I've been wanting to turn that closet into a fucking sound room.
Yeah, we could do it.
You know,
It's not hard to do.
Oh no, hell, put some eggshells. Mm-hmm. I mean, some egg
Some
cartons.
egg cartons.
Egg
Be like
cartons.
hustle and flow up in this
Hell
motherfucker.
Yeah. With the
that
beat up
trick.
fan.
We gotta spray you down. They'll make you look sweaty.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there you
I need
go.
a skinny ass white boy to do some fucking beats. Fuck yeah. No,
Hell yeah.
because that'd be fun. That'd be so
Yeah.
fucking fun, man.
Oh yeah.
And
Get
especially if you
into
can make money
character.
at it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't read too good.
Dude,
So if
might
I gotta
wanna work
read
on that.
But
Hey, you don't need to read.
No,
you
I-
can put some meta glasses on and have the AI meta read it to you.
Oh shit, and I just repeat it.
And just
There you
repeat
go. Yes, I'm dyslexic.
Will
I
it
try.
be at the pace of the cartoon or whatever.
Yeah. Fucking. My bad, guys.
It'd be crazy to be watching like a cartoon and all of a sudden you hear Oscar's voice. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I was like,
I
dang.
know that guy. The podcast with him one time.
I used to have a podcast with him, but then he went all Hollywood on
then
it.
he went
Yeah,
Hollywood.
he got AI to replace us all.
Left us in the dust.
He even got AI to replace himself. He went to Thailand and fucking
God,
he
You're like-
disappeared.
This is
He
Oscar.
disappeared.
But yeah, I think, man. I mean, I'm gonna hit her up because they just bought 100 acres. Like she's the breadwinner of this
Oh,
whole thing, right?
wow.
So
I'd
she
be-
bought 100 acres.
I'd be
and
totally
they're
fine with
moving
it
out.
too. I'm
Oh,
like,
fuck
yeah,
yeah.
baby, yeah, you do
Go
you.
for it.
Do
Yeah.
you.
Oh, baby in there. Look at
Hell
him.
yeah.
He's recording, trying to get us some ranch. Trying to get us a rancho out somewhere. No, that'd be cool as fuck, man. I'm gonna hit her up. And I don't know. That's the other thing, you know. There's some shit I want to do to the studio that I got to do before next week.
To this studio?
To this studio, I want to get a sub mixer, right? So
Oh,
remember
yeah,
we were
we talked
talking
about
about
that.
the.
Yeah.
I don't know if it translates over to the to our recordings, but I hear it in my headphones.
When we're all trying to talk at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. And I started, you know, of course I did my research and I was like, oh, that's what's happening. You know, I thought, you know, having a splitter, you just kind of like, you're splitting. But I get my dumbass. It's in the name. What you're taking is
Taking power.
Yeah, you're taking power. You're splitting the power between two
Yeah.
mics. So, I mean, there's some stuff.
You
of
ever
course-
noticed it, Tiffany?
I think I catch it whenever
Yeah.
I'm like watching the episodes and listening to the.
Yeah, almost like it gets muffled out into your headphones.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and that's when everybody's going. And man, I know some people don't notice it. Maybe they do, but me, God, it's like nails on a chalkboard. And I'm like, because I know there's something wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it, now I got to fix it. I have to fix it. I can't.
See, you catch the audio like that, and I catch the video like, oh, I fucking hate that. We need to
Yeah.
fix that. You know, I'm always like,
And I just catch everything. 'cause
you
I'm like,
catch
"Ah."
everything. Like, I hate the podcast altogether.
This is dumb.
This is stupid.
Yeah,
These motherfuckers.
only because, man, see, I do play fucking podcasts and shit like that in my truck when I'm driving. And
What do you listen to?
I listen to
Who are
everything,
you listening
man.
to besides
Right-
Joe Rogan?
Besides
Sean,
Joe Rogan, I do listen to some Sean Ryan. Man, the Jack, what's it? Something Dory.
Jack Dorsey.
Jack Dorsey.
Yeah.
God, there's another one.
There's I can't remember what his name is. He's a black guy. He kind of sounds like he's from the UK. He's had some really interesting ones.
Oh,
here.
Diary of a CEO.
Yes.
Fuck, dude, love
That's
that.
a good one.
That is a fucking.
Have you heard
bomb.
that one, Tiffany?
No.
And he had some really good guests, and they're not like us where we just fuck around. Like they talk about some serious shit, and they get
Julian Dory and Danny Jones.
Okay.
Sorry.
they get into some really deep conversations where you actually take something away from that. Like you learn something.
Yeah.
You know.
Some of the stuff where I'm just like, oh man, I gotta do a little more research on that. Like he had this one dude, and he was talking about
Granted, you should do your research. Everybody that's listening
Yes,
on
yes,
everything. Don't just take everything and believe it as truth. Do your research.
yeah, do your research.
Yeah.
Of course, he was talking about a bunch of stuff like supplements and stuff like that, and of course, it wasn't the whole Tylenol causes autism shit.
Dude, that's all I'm seeing on.
Oh man,
Twitter.
people
Yeah.
are on that
They're
trip right
blowing
now.
that up.
And you know, hey,
Tylenol's
you
been
know,
around since 1955.
When something like this is
Uh-huh.
taking over the headlines, you kind of have to think about it. What's going
What
on?
is going
There's something
on?
else going on because they
Yeah.
want us paying attention to this. There's something else
uh-huh.
that they're passing.
through before
Yeah.
while this is going
You know
on.
what? God damn, I think you hit the nail on the head on that because it just seems like they're flooding all types
Yeah.
of shit.
Yeah.
You know, and people are, of course, they're eating it up. You know, with fucking the Tylenol, you see people up there trying to, like, drinking bottles of fucking. They're taking Tylenol now. You know, and I'm like,
In
all right.
protest.
Yeah, in protest. Now I get it, right? It may be stupid, but you're
Yeah.
willing to risk it
For the biscuit.
Well,
because
yeah, because you're risking. They're not risking their health. They're risking if they're pregnant. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not just. It's for somebody that's pregnant. The risk is to your baby, supposedly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the
during a
supposed-
certain period of your pregnancy.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Now after that, hey, you know what? There's a knock yourself out.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I'm more of the kind of I sit there and listen to stuff like that,
But-
and I'm just like, gosh, man, you know, I'm not gonna risk it.
Why is the
even if it's
target-
bullshit?
Why is the target just Tylenol? Because there's a lot of medicines that use acetaminophen. It's
Right.
really what it is. It's acetaminophen.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
Aleve.
yeah, I
Uses-
think
there's
Tylenol-
actually generic
Yeah.
acetaminophen.
Yeah. acetaminophen.
Yeah,
acetaminophen.
Acetaminophen. I mean,
Yeah.
But it's like, why is the target Tylenol? Just because it's the big one?
Probably, but I think didn't he say that by name? Tylenol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that might be why. But if everybody broke it down, you're right. There is a lot of medications that do have it, and while we all know acetaminophen in a certain amount of dosage is horrible for your liver.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's gonna do that to your liver, why wouldn't it wreck?
I mean, there's side effects to everything, and why do you think it just stops at the liver? Like, why wouldn't it affect anything else?
So apparently, with these kids, right, it reduces. God damn it! I had it in my head, and it just fucking like blah, 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 blah. Glutathione.
Allegedly,
Glutathione.
Glutathione.
Yeah, it wrecks.
Allegedly,
production.
you're right. Allegedly.
We're not doctors.
That's right. We're not doctors.
We're not doctors. It's not medical advice, but at the same time, it's just like, don't risk it. A little bit of uncomfortability. I mean, I'm all for it. I don't take medication.
Yeah.
There's something I get fucking headaches.
Period.
I try not to. Now there are points where it's like, hey man, the fucking headache is fucking hard.
Yeah.
But those are few and far between. So I'll power through a fucking headache.
I try to.
Because I just like, I don't like taking it. It makes me feel weird.
Like today,
you're super sensitive to.
Oh yeah, I'm super sensitive.
Yeah.
To medication.
Oh yeah. So if I was in your, I get it.
Yeah,
I'm not really that sensitive. I try not to take very many medications. Like it's rare. I have to really have a bad fucking.
Yes, it's got to be horrible. Yeah. Where it's like, I've only had, in my 42 years of here on this planet, I can only remember twice where I had a headache that was so fucking bad that I'm like, give me something now. Something.
Yeah,
I need it now.
Usually, if I have a headache that bad, I just go and try to just sleep it off.
I do that, but man.
Are you able to actually sleep? Like you're able to? Because sometimes that throbbing is just like, it's like, oh fuck.
Are you talking about a headache or a hangover?
I've had like an actual just painful headache where it's just like a throbbing. It's more of a sinus headache actually, and it's just like a throbbing fucking. Every time my heart beats, it's in my head.
Oh yes.
Oh fuck.
You know what I do for those?
Huh?
Cold fucking shower.
I never tried that.
Cold, just absolutely cold shower. And what I do, I try to focus it more on my head and my neck, because this is my stupid ass thought process. You get this part cold enough, this is where all your fucking nerves and everything come into. Yep. You get that cold, you numb everything else.
That's true.
Everything, you numb the head, you numb true. All that.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying
ice bath.
That makes sense because, like they say, like
again,
on your wrist.
We're not medical professionals.
Yeah. But I do. See, all right.
Allegedly.
See, like anything below the neck down, that's what I use.
Okay.
If it's a real bad fucking headache, let's numb the whole fucking thing, head and body. Because, dude, like I'm telling you, only twice I remember it was so fucking bad. And it wasn't because shit came on. It was because of outside. It was gas. I'm just like, fuck. Okay.
Oh, the H2S.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That shit is
so bad in this bitch. Yeah.
You know what's so crazy is so we just had like some safety classes not too long ago, and I was talking to one of the guys that went out there and hung out with me for a day. And during the safety class, we were talking about H2S, and I brought it up to him, but like, when I first started working out there, I used to get fucking headaches. Bad. Yeah. That's how bad the H2S is out there. It still is. Mm-hmm. And he was like, man, that's crazy you said that. He was like, because after I left, after spending that whole day out there with you, he was like, I had a fucked up ass headache. Yeah. And I said, you know what's crazy is I don't get those headaches no more. Which like, what is that? What does that mean?
It means the fucking H2S ate the goddamn lining of your brain.
That nerve,
is
dead now.
Dang.
Yeah, it's
probably dead now. Whatever nerve it was that was sensitive to that, it's dead now.
Yeah. Because H2S is weird, right? Like, out of all the things that it does, it attacks your central nervous system. That way, it basically shuts your body down.
Yeah.
So with that being gone, it's that layer of protection. There's like, hey, there's danger. That's gone.
That's gone.
That fucking mechanism is out the fucking door. I'd hate to find out. And, well, we may not be around that long. 50 years, whatever. Or maybe when we're older. Is what the fucking H2S actually did.
I talked to the safety guy and I asked him, I was like, so what's the long-term studies on exposure over a long term to high levels of H2S? And he was like, there's no studies on it. And I said, if there is, they're not being released. And he was like, that's true. He was like, but as far as the information that's out there right now, there's none.
I think in order to do something like that, you got to have permission from the people that make, that produce.
Yeah, obviously they don't want everybody to know.
No, they don't want you on there.
No.
Because could you imagine the fucking blowback it would come from that?
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I'm showing is that it says higher concentrations and longer exposure times can lead to severe respiratory issues and neurological damage, including unconsciousness and coma. Let me see. Problems with coordination and balance.
Loss of consciousness and immediate death. Usually that's how that goes.
Yeah.
Oscar got
asthmatics.
Oscar passed out.
Oh yeah, man, that shit took me out.
Difficulty breathing.
I'm gonna step out real quick.
All right.
Yeah. Chronic irritation. Respiratory irritation.
Yeah, man. Like it's bad. I don't know what the like the highest hit that you can take. Like I said, long-term exposure is fucking 5 parts per million,
Yeah.
Well, I remember like that lease that I was on, it's easily 20,000 parts per million out there. And I think it's 500. It's an instant kill.
God.
It kills you instantly. I don't know what I got. I got not H2S, but when you burn H2S, you get the second next poisonous gas, which is HO2 or something like that. Sulfur oxide, whatever the fuck it is. So it came off that flare and it went right in front of me, and I caught a whiff of it because the guy that was in front of me was probably maybe 8 to 10 feet in front of me, and I just happened to catch that. And next thing you know, man, lights are out. All I remember is waking up.
Oh fuck.
And I'm like, oh shit, I look up. I had to, take fucking gravel off my face because I literally face planted.
Damn.
Oh yeah, and he turned around and he got me. He's like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "Dude, I just passed the fuck out." He's like, "What the fuck?" And man, I got hit real hard. He picked me up, and I was like, "Dude, I just got hit by H2S." Dude, I felt like shit for the rest of the day. I was out for the next week.
God.
Yeah, man, my body, it literally, my body felt like I was in a car accident. Everything was sore. God, it was so bad. Even to get up to use the restroom, it hurt. Everything hurt.
So, as far as the concentration for like the ppm of the H2S exposure, once it gets 0.1 to 1.5 odor threshold and everything, when it gets to about 500 to 700, it's staggering and collapse within 5 minutes. Death can occur within 30 to 60 minutes. If it's 700 to 1,000, it's rapid unconsciousness and cessation of breathing within 1 or 2 breaths, followed by death within minutes. This is the knockdown effect. If it's over 1,000, it's immediate collapse and nearly instant death. Yeah.
Damn. So, man, I guess they updated a lot of these H2S information because I remember back in the day, it was like 500 instant death.
Yeah.
Hell,
I've been told it was 100 instant death.
Yeah.
Well, at 200 to 300, it says marked eye and respiratory tract irritation after 1 hour. Prolonged exposure can lead to pulmonary edema, fluid in the lungs, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I've actually, I think the highest exposure that I've been in, like my alarm went off and I checked my alarm and it was 75 parts per million.
Yeah.
And luckily it didn't knock me out. I think there was wind blowing, so that kind of helped a little bit.
Dilute it.
Yeah.
But had there been no wind, maybe I might have.
Oh, I know, man. That whole fucking area up there, it kind of makes you just wonder, man, is it worth it? Is it worth working it?
No, it's probably not. And the risk is
danger to yourself. And Like,
oh yeah,
in the long run.
And there's no telling. I mean, if it affects your nervous system, like eventually it's going to come through as you get older. Yeah. It's going to come through.
It's going to thin something out. Yeah.
It sucks to even think about because I'm like, man, this
it makes me think of like an ulcer, just kind of like burning through. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. No, the whole fucking thing sucks. Because you do. I mean, I would love to be like, you know what? I quit. I'm gonna go fucking do something else. I don't know what I could do that it's gonna pay the bills that this shit does.
Yeah.
And especially around here.
Not around here. You have to move. You have to get to a whole different
city or something.
and a whole different industry. I mean, you know, like what other industry pays what this pays?
Podcasting. No, I'm just kidding.
Podcasting.
They don't
maybe
pay the bills.
cybersecurity for a little bit until AI takes that over.
Yeah.
You know, programming at one time, but ChatGPT has pretty much taken that over.
Oh yeah,
You know,
for sure.
electrical, maybe. If you get on the right side of electrical, actually, I don't know, man.
No, man. Like
It's close. It
there is
pays close.
not a single job that's not going to be affected by AI.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just not.
Yeah.
You know.
I've I've looked into like some other companies, you know, kind of doing what I'm doing, just curious, you know, just shopping around, seeing what's out there, you know. And a lot of these bigger ones, they have these things called control rooms, and that's where the guys that do what we do are at now. They're in a control room. But what I just found out through a former employer is some of the bigger companies are outsourcing control rooms to India.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, and it's just the next step before AI takes that over. If they can outsource a whole control room that's in charge of shit that's happening here,
Yeah.
AI will take that over soon.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? It's just around the corner.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Hello, this is Malcolm. My computer say that you might have leak in facility 512. You know, I'm just like, all right, I'll go check it out. No need. Drone's already been deployed.
The drone has been deployed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, this is your 2-week notice.
Yes.
God.
Enjoy it.
Here's
Enjoy
your
it.
severance.
Yeah, here's your
Yeah,
severance.
I don't know. I mean, there's not nothing. I mean, I guess what can you do? Because I mean, it's literally around the corner. By the time we're retirement age, we're gonna be so full on. But this is what I don't understand. Okay, so they start replacing all these jobs with AI, right? You need a consumer. Someone has to buy the shit you put out.
Yeah.
And if you're putting everybody out of work,
Nobody's gonna buy shit.
how can anybody? You're right. How can anybody buy shit? I'd like to think that this one day out of once all the kinks and everything are out, you know, I'm hoping for utopia. I'm hoping for you don't have to fucking go work because you know what? We literally got fields of robots that are planning all the food you'll ever need to eat.
There's a book, and I won't. It sucks because we're on the fucking podcast and I can't think of the name of the book.
Soylent Green. No,
That's actually an alright book. This book is talking about that. It's like the society will get to a point where people don't have to work 8-hour days anymore. I want to say that it's saying something like in your early 20s, you will be required to work, 5 years, 8-hour days. But then after that, then you can just pursue whatever you want to pursue. And that's the thing is like, are you interested in art? Are you interested in music? Are you interested in you
I
can
think I've
pursue
heard or seen something like that.
Yeah,
on this.
it's like a utopian type of deal. You know what I mean? And people can just pursue their lifelong dreams, whatever they're wanting to do, because all of the other stuff, the things like
the manual labor of things.
manual labor,
But unfortunately, when you get to that point, it becomes a statistical thing. You can't go and have babies because hey, you're messing up the status quo. You're messing up the.
You're allowed this many,
yes,
and you have to get in line to do it. Yeah, like it was like wasn't that like a China model at one time?
I don't know.
I think we talked about that before. I don't remember.
It will eventually get there, but if AI gets to a point where it's doing all that, hey, all you do is consume, but we're having to make the things for you to consume. We need to upgrade so we can basically move away from all this shit. I'm hoping, you really think that's the way it goes. Kind of, what's that movie, Wall-E? Where it's like, hey, we fucked up the planet, but AI is, we're going on this long trip. We basically built a fucking ship and we go. My biggest problem with that, I'm like, if they fucked up the planet Earth, why do you think they're not gonna fuck up a spaceship?
Yeah.
A big ass, it's basically a cruise ship, I don't know. I don't want to see the fucking bad in it, man. Of course, there's going to be a bad spot. There's going to be a time there where it's like, hey, man, we're done. Is there a reason why these kids don't want to have babies anymore? Is there shit? They're putting shit in the food where it's like, there's the birth rate has fallen. And maybe they're bringing it. You know, I'm conspiratorial too. You know, maybe they're bringing it down to be it's like, hey, all right, we're knocking down the numbers, so this model that we're trying to build is more realistic. Feeding 8 billion people is not realistic. Yeah. Feeding 1 billion people, maybe 400 million people worldwide, where it's like, because it's crazy, the infrastructure is not there, and this is the other thing that's kind of blowing my mind, is that they're working so hard to build AI, right? And they're putting this shit together, but the infrastructure is not there. The amount of power that these fucking AI need to just run itself. Yeah. They're literally going to hook up fucking nuclear power plants.
I think they're going to create their own. Yeah, they're going to create their own plants that run these facilities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which they have to.
Like the one that's going to be outside of, I believe, the Stargate one. Mm-hmm. I think that's going to be the biggest one worldwide once it's built, but I'm sure there's other ones coming soon after it. But that one will be the first large-scale AI facility.
Yeah. There's another one being built. Is it south of Bastrop? There's another one out that direction.
Is there another one over there? Same size as the Stargate?
I have no idea. This is going to be fucking huge. I don't know how big that one is, but
Stargate it's 5 big companies. I don't remember the companies now. I think it's Oracle. No, it is Oracle. Oracle's one of them, and I don't remember the other ones, but they're massive companies, you know, and they're all in.
Yeah.
I mean, the facility is massive.
So, I mean, that's just another thing. Right? I think they're building these fucking AIs, right? Supercomputers. Not even dabbling in quantum computing yet.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so I'm like, you're building all these fucking supercomputers, and what's that fucking dude? Is it Mark Andreessen? Somebody, I can't remember what his name is. But he's like, you know, if you took every fucking atom in the universe and made it a supercomputer, the problem that was given to the quantum computing, you know, all these atoms will die of heat death. Like this, they couldn't process it fast enough. They would all go fucking obsolete.
The quantum computer would knock it out quick.
Would knock it out in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Now it's so far out there that doesn't compute in my brain.
Well, what's going to happen?
Seems like we're living in a simulation.
And we've had this conversation. What's going to happen is when they give AI control of a quantum computer, which they haven't done yet as far as we know. But once that happens, there's no telling.
It's going to send Terminators back to 1983 to kill Sarah Connor so she doesn't give birth to, what the fuck is his name? John Connor. So there's no resistance in the future. And then all that's going to fucking, it'll go on like that for the next 1,000 years until we're all tied into fucking, because we're going to nuke the sky. We're going to fuck up the sky.
So it's Terminator turning into the Matrix?
Turning into the Matrix.
Damn.
And then after that, it's like, oh, we all come together. We all live in symbiosis. And, hey, we'll clean up the sky. We'll plant some shit out.
Plug in, guys. Plug in.
Yeah. And it'll be great because, well, you know what? We'll be fucking traveling the galaxy by then. But then AI is going to be like, why are we doing this again? Death to everybody.
So we were talking earlier about the new Meta glasses. Yeah. The newer ones, like the ones that just came out. They're the ones that have the there's a screen in the lens, and you were saying that they have neural capabilities.
Yes, which I'm kind of mind blown about it. So I don't know. Like I said, I might butcher this because I don't know exactly. I was just watching this shit, and it's picking up neural transmissions from your brain to help you text.
That's crazy.
It's got to be a learning thing.
I know it has there's a bracelet that comes with it, and it helps you with gestures. So, like, you know, you'll hold your hand with the bracelet on in front of the camera, and you'll make, like, different gestures with your hand, whether it's moving your wrist or...
Yeah.
Because it's picking up muscle twitches, and then it sends the signals back to the computer on the glasses, and then whatever they're programmed to decipher those as.
So I was sitting there watching Mark Zuckerberg, and he was, like, talking about the way he was typing. He's like, I'm up to 30 words a minute. Trying to, of course, it's the learning process of trying to get this done. And I'm just like, man, if they're able to do this, I think Neuralinks can go away with the birds. Like, I don't think we'll be hooking shit up. It'll be a helmet. It'll be a pair of glasses. It's going to link up. I think maybe biometrically.
I think they don't even have to do implants if that's how it's going to go. You know, why would you have to do an implant if it can just use, if it could already sense like movements. You know what I mean? Well, think about your Apple Watches. The Apple Watches can already figure out like what your blood pressures are.
Oh yeah, the new one, the new Apple Watch. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. Like, the fucking future's wild, man. Yeah, they're not gonna be able to do. They're not gonna have to do. You're right, surgeries or anything like that. My only question is, right? So you're constantly bombarded by these frequencies, by these fucking maybe millivolts that are. I mean, everything's run by power, right? Your body's run by power.
Frequency,
frequency and stuff like that. And I'm like, so what happens when will you ever get to the point where these electrical signals start interfering with other electrical signals in your brain?
They probably already are.
Because I mean, there's this whole big fucking conspiracy with 5G. I was listening to this one dude, and he's like, we had 5G for the longest time, fucking headaches, I was irritable and shit like that. And he's like, I needed to separate myself from that shit.
Yeah.
And he was kind of course, probably a fucking tinfoil hat wearing motherfucker, right? And he's like, I went and took, he's taking pictures. I
Yeah.
can hear you. And he's like, I went on my phone and I went to my cellular, whatever, right? And he fucking, he went back to 4G and put on an LTE. And he's like, man, my headaches went away. I'm not as fucking irritable. I seem to be pleasant to be around. At least I can get along with my kids. I'm not yelling at them over there. I'm not just fucking biting at them every little thing that. So he's dead set that that's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. I know 5G is thousands of times more powerful than 4G. So I mean, what is it doing to you? Like if you sit there and you go, like right behind this building, there's a 5G tower. Dude, they're so fucking close around here. Mm-hmm. And
I mean that's putting out bigger signal, and then it's hitting up the smaller ones, which puts out smaller signal through people's households. But
yes,
that's a massive signal coming off of there.
And
what is it doing?
Yeah, it's a huge burst.
Yeah,
that's coming out of there. So you're right. I don't know what it's doing. I mean, we're constantly being bombarded with this shit.
It runs through your house. It runs through your. It's on you always because it's in your phone. So it's in your car. Most newer cars have internet hooked up on them already. So you don't get away from it.
No.
You're in your car. You're in the middle of it. A lot of times you go to an office building or wherever you work at. There's internet there.
See,
it's there. Yeah. Wi-Fi. Then you have the signal that's just like you can't get away from it.
Yeah. It seems like to me, Matt, ever since 5G was introduced, that it just always, maybe people have always been fucked up this way, right? Mm-hmm. But it just seems like the fucking blowing of family violence, DWIs, Maybe I'm just more exposed because I can literally go on Facebook.
It's everywhere now.
And it's everywhere now. Maybe that's it,
Is that the movie, The Crazies or whatever, when they do that?
With the zombie, what is it? That's a plane that falls in the...
That's a plane. I'm thinking
it crashes in that swamp.
I think it's called The Signal, and it's like a radio frequency or something, like a frequency of some sort that makes them kind of act crazy.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, The Cell with John Cusack?
Maybe.
Yeah.
The Cell.
Yeah, cell phone. It's fucking, because it's a fucking signal that was...
Wasn't there a movie with Jennifer Lopez called The Cell?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah, that was a more horror movie because they get to that brain of that psychopath.
Oh, that's
that killer
dude.
But yeah, I mean, we're sitting there. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just... Maybe I'm just noticing it, I'm just like, God, man, it seems like social media didn't help either because once 5G came, remember, we had fucking TikTok, you had... all your fucking
everything's fast now.
Yeah, everything's fast. You just fucking get bombarded with this shit. And maybe that's it. It's just like, I
remember
there's so much shit.
I remember like 3G was so fucking slow. God almighty. When your cell phone, you're trying to download something on your phone or whatever you're trying to look up, man, it took fucking forever.
Yeah.
So I just recorded right now. That was actually pretty long recording.
Yeah, I think there's 2-minute spurts.
I think it was longer than 2 minutes.
Oh, I don't know. You have to look at your phone then.
Yeah. But, what was I talking about?
It did say that 5G radiation can affect the environment by disrupting navigation and behavior of birds and insects with potential impacts on their migration, feeding, mating, and could also affect plant health.
That makes sense because insects, they have antenna.
Mm-hmm.
That helps them figure out direction and where they're going. So yeah, what
Disruptions in pollination from that.
Wow, and
Yeah.
pollination too.
Well, I mean, look at the amount of bees that died
Yeah.
since 5G was.
I've actually heard that anywhere that there's 5G towers, you don't ever see any bees around there.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're real sensitive. You know, that's why. I mean, buzzards aren't apparently because those motherfuckers are just
Those
all
things
over
are
the goddamn
everywhere.
towers.
Oh my God. The other day I got called out to work and it was an electrical problem. And so I found it and I was like, okay, it's a blown line fuse. So I'm going to go over there with my hot stick. I'll pull the fucking fuse down, replace it, put it up. So I'm kind of trying to figure out like, well, what caused this? And I look on the ground. There's a fucking fried,
Buzzard.
deep fried buzzard down there on the ground. And then I go like, damn, I mean, he is fried. I mean, fried.
You fucked up, son.
Yeah. And then I
It's
look
cooked.
up where the transformers are. And there's another one on top of the transformer that's so fried he's basically welded to it. And I'm like, holy fucking shit. I was like,
Damn.
they were they fighting or fucking what the hell what's going on
Yeah.
up there? Buzzard party or what? But yeah,
he did carry deed on the fucking on the light
yeah.
post.
Apparently though they weren't affected by the. I mean, they were electrocuted, but they didn't give a fuck. They were gonna fly right up on top of that thing and fucking do their thing.
Go out and bang. It went out with a bang.
It went out with the bang. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Because I mean, that's how birds fly, right? Too over. Don't they say they pick up fucking like the magnetic field of the planet?
Yeah.
So that's how they migrate out. So, I don't know. I'd like to know. Maybe there's got to be somebody studying that, right? There's like if I sit
I'm
there and
sure.
I spend the next hour trying to Google.
It says some studies have suggested that 5G radiation may cause temporary changes in brain wave patterns, but these effects are transient and disappear once exposure ceases.
Oh wow, like a big old mind control. It's like you can turn it on, turn it off whenever you want. Damn,
That'd be interesting.
fucking government.
The
The government did it. Release some Epstein files. That's what I want to know.
What Epstein files? That's what.
Oh man, I go with a buddy of mine and we kind of go on these spills and shit, messaging back and forth. And I mean, I know Donald Trump is on that he's on that Epstein list.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, it's gotta be. That's why allegedly, but
Yeah, I'll
That-
say
I
he's
mean,
on that bitch.
that's why they're holding it back now.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, you can't release it now. You know, like
Oh yeah.
So I think all this other shit, man, is just coming out. You know, of course, Charlie Kirk hanging out. He's fucking dead. And man, the fucking conspiracy theories that come out of that shit.
Oh, they
know.
started immediately too.
Oh, absolutely, man. I'm just like, God.
and it's still going. It's like I saw something about his wife. I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like
Sheesh.
there's like a whole conspiracy theory about his wife and Donald Trump and the connection there. And she was like a Miss USA or something like
Oh
that.
no shit! Fucking
Or not-
Donald Trump was on a wedding crash.
Well, I don't know if it was Miss USA or one of those type of beauty pageants that Donald Trump owned.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah. And then there's like pictures of her in a swimsuit in front of the opening of the Trump Tower in Chicago.
Man, well, they all know each other.
Yeah,
mean,
they're all
yeah.
within that same circle.
Yeah, it's that
Yeah.
circle, yeah.
It's
But
a big old party.
But the conspiracy
club.
theories that surround it are fucking crazy. And they go far too. Like they go like, whoa, man, the guy just died. Like, calm down. Like,
Yeah.
let the guy rest in peace. You know?
Yeah, man, but what a perfect time though, because you don't want to let it go too far, because then it's not relevant no more.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, because people lose interest so fucking fast. Like if some shit were to come
Oh
out,
yeah,
right?
especially now more than ever.
Oh yeah, it's like something came out in San Angelo, right? And it's like, oh shit, the fucking ball dropped. You know,
Yeah.
and you really do have
You have about a
finite
week
time
and a half, and then
before
that's old
anybody
news.
loses interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's old news. Nobody cares no more.
Yeah, because I'm like, man, it'd be crazy to find something out here.
Yeah.
But you're right, man. Some people give it a week.
They're like, have you heard about that What to Do podcast? Oh yeah, we heard about that. 2
It's
years
like,
ago.
oh man, those guys.
Those guys are stupid.
Oh, they talk about some stupid shit. Guys, he does voiceovers now.
How far he has fallen.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's funny.
So I mean, that's another thing, man. Is I mean, I'm sure we can talk about this off the podcast, but you know, it's just that I got some other ideas, man. That I'm just like, you know what? I don't know how I can make that work. I mean, people aren't willing to debate each other, right?
It doesn't seem like it anymore.
Yeah.
Not like the way it used to be. That used to be like the thing, like,
Yeah.
you know, like, especially for presidential candidates. It's like
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
really want to
Yeah.
do it no more.
Yeah, because that's what kind of things I was thinking about, right? And I was just like, I'd like to go back to what it was pre-pandemic, where two people can really disagree with each other, right? And I don't know, moderate, narrate, whatever the fuck, and have them just hash out. But at the end of it, it's like, look, we can agree to disagree, but we can shake hands here and leave. It's just like, hey, you know what? You're not that bad of a guy. And just, that's kind of.
I think before cancel culture, because that
fucked everything up,
culture, didn't it? Made everybody really a little bit more sensitive. And there was all these movements with that. I think that was around like 2016, 2015 when that really started kicking off.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel, because people can sit here and talk, like, and we can disagree, we can laugh about it, and we can go on about our business, and it doesn't have to be, like, you can have your own fucking opinion. I just don't know why you gotta.
People have gotten so sensitive and so emotional all of a sudden. Yeah. Maybe not all of a sudden, it's built up to that point. It all came to a head, and now people are entirely extreme now. Yeah. So it's like, you disagree with somebody, even though they don't believe in guns or whatever, but they'll use them against you just because you disagreed with them. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? I thought y'all were against guns, but yet you're using them to, to further your agenda or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? But it's like, that doesn't make any sense to me on one level, but on another level, it's just like, well, yeah, because you're crazy. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know?
It's hard, man. Because, man, I'll sit there and listen. I watch, I read shit through Facebook. And I see two people arguing, right? And it's like, all right, man, they're going at each other. They're hashing it out, yeah. They're hashing it out. And I'm like, cool, I like this. Because they're going to get to a point where they can just fucking, either they're going to stop replying. It out of their system. Either they're going to stop replying or they're just going to fucking, hey, it gets cordial, shit like that. I'd lose it. To me, the loser is the first one that starts insulting.
Oh, yeah.
The name calling.
Or they get louder.
Yes.
They want to like it's like was it the donkey or the horse or whatever? Like, no. He just like steadily gets louder and louder.
Kevin Bacon wasn't in Footloose. Yes, he was. But it's that, and granted, they do have good points. You know what I mean? But it's like when you talk to somebody or you're sitting there, with somebody back and forth, and they're just like, "Oh, you're so fucking dumb," and you sound stupid. And I'm like, "Oh, you lost me. You lost me. I don't know. We can have a fucking conversation."
As soon as you went there,
yes.
Now you're not intellectually in this anymore.
Yes. Where I'm like, hey, dude, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, you just proved to everybody I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Without having the name called. The last one I saw, and this was earlier today, where you're bald and stupid. And you really went after the way he looked?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, you were winning this entire conversation. You're winning. And you just decided to call this guy fucking bald and stupid.
It's just like Trump. I've seen some of his recent posts, and he's like talking shit about these guys after the fact, but he's talking shit like, oh, they're talentless. I'm like, they got canceled already. Why are you talking shit about them? They're already out, but you've got to say that they're talentless.
Yeah.
Well, obviously they had some kind of talent because they were in there for a little while. Like, they had a good run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, but they were talentless. That doesn't make no fucking like. What was the point in that? Why did you even have to put that out there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. Like with this whole thing with Jimmy Kimmel, I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel. I can't. I mean, it doesn't interest me at all.
He said the same thing about Jimmy Kimmel too.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck, bro? Like, calm the fuck down. Like, he already got basically chastised for what happened. Mm-hmm. He got allowed to come back, and then now you're mad because he got to come back. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm like,
he apologized.
Yeah.
Like, he played
I get
out
it.
his
They
thing.
did it to you, but it's like, that wasn't right. But to do it back, I was like, when the fuck are we gonna grow up here? Like,
it's a bunch of little kids.
Yes, yes. But I think the only reason, this is my just opinion, I think the only reason it's been like this, homeboy's got to go. We can go back to normal once Trump is no longer, hey man, your 2 years are over, your 2 terms are over. That's it. You're out. You're the great disruptor. You know what I mean? You showed up and you kind of you were the fucking kid that walked into the play school
and threw everybody's toys.
You threw everybody's fucking toys and just like, they all suck. Whatever.
Yeah.
I think once he's gone, I think that's all we're waiting for. Once he's gone, it's like we can get back to fucking business as usual.
But who steps in that spot? You know,
I don't know.
That's the scary thing.
I don't. Actually, I don't even think. I don't think anybody can be that. You hold on a second, because you might have a point there, because he set the tone you have to be, you have to
You have to be up that.
yeah, you have to up him just to get crazy.
So it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
I hope it doesn't. I'm optimistic.
I hope it doesn't.
I'm optimistic to be like, thank God that's over. You know, now we're fucking let's get more cordial about this shit. Now, granted, he was fucking great. He was the biggest shit talker. You know, I don't know who's in the run. I heard AOC's in the run. She's thinking about
I
fucking
heard
running
it's
for
gonna be
president.
her and Michelle.
Michelle Obama.
I heard they were gonna run together.
Oh fuck! I hear Gavin Newsom. I don't know who. I mean, I guess the only one they can run here is what's his name, JD Vance. But I just don't. I don't see him as a fucking.
I
I
can.
don't see him in that.
You can.
Yeah, I can see him in there.
I don't see him as that figure. I just don't.
Could have saw Charlie Kirk in that spot.
Oh,
I
bro.
I could see that, and maybe
I think he was there. He's in the running, right?
Maybe that's
Yeah, which I find absolutely. I mean,
that's a conspiracy there. You know,
Yeah.
maybe that's why he's no longer with us. You know.
oh man, but he would have been great, man. But I find it hilarious.
Well,
right?
he probably would have been great. And
he would have been great.
some people were just
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, we can't let that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, maybe. Goddamn, maybe. I just think it's funny. I was like, man, you took the guy that was fucking on the moderate right.
Yeah.
You took a guy as a
He
moderate right.
probably would have been the better
Yeah.
one because now the next choice is even like more far.
Yeah, dude, the amount of these kids that are following Nick Santos.
That's the guy I was thinking
Nick
of.
Fuentes. I'm sorry, Nick Fuentes.
Is it Fuentes? Okay.
Nick Fuentes. This motherfucker. Now, granted, hey, he's got my sense of humor.
But he's far though.
Oh fuck! See, but he's not either or because he talks shit about. But he's Trump. He's mini Trump. You know, we put up because he says all kinds of. I sent you some of his videos.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, dude, this guy don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Which that's okay to a point, but at the
Yes.
same time, it's like, man, you're ahead of a major world power. Like you've got to figure out how you actually talk to people matters. You know what I mean? Like you can't. I mean, yeah, you can, but you shouldn't. You know what I mean? You got to figure out your place. Like, hold on.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, hold on.
But it works though. Like it worked for Trump. He got voted. It's 2-term president.
Yeah, but I think the whole dignity of it, dignitary or however you like, okay, Trump goes to like China looks at him like this fucking guy. Russia looks at him like that too. England, I don't even know. England just fucks around because I don't even know if England's anything anymore. Anyway, they're barely hanging on. It seems like. I don't know, man. The way the world looks at us right now, I think, is kind of sad. We're like a joke. I feel like it's like everybody's geared up against us right now. Nobody's really our friend. If they are our friend, they're just playing the game.
Yeah, maybe, but I think it's this. You can see it that way. Here's the other way I see it. There's that guy. He's the guy that fucking, let's say Trump, for instance, that's not playing ball. You know, he's not trying to fucking like this is a meeting that he had it with NATO, right? Did you know they turned the teleprompter off on him?
I didn't know that.
They turned it off. They're just like, we're gonna let him look like a fucking idiot. He spoke for 45 minutes.
Damn.
Wow.
Shit, yeah, man. He's like, basically,
Is he actually saying anything intelligent? Because anytime that I've ever watched him, it's just like a whole bunch of bullshit, and I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up already. Like, everything you're saying is fucking stupid. Like, and this is me coming as a former. I supported him, I was like, yeah, but you actually sit there and listen to him, and it's like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Yeah, and this is what I think, because I mean, there are some people that talk like him. There are some people that you have to. How can I put this? They got a certain way to talk. How can I put this? And this is a hard one because everyone's different. They start talking. When you first get into the conversation, you're just like, what the fuck is all this bullshit? But you stop there and analyze, because I mean, he lives in a whole different realm than we do, but when you sit there and you break down what he's actually talking about, you're like, oh, okay. So the reason I say this is because at one of my customers, hey man, he talks about all types of shit. And I'm just like, what's his point? Where's he getting at? And then you sit there and you stop and you're like, because I can't relate to him. This guy's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I got a couple $100 in the bank, So it's different.
Yeah.
The way he talks is different because it's fast. There's a lot of jumbling. There's a lot of shit that's there.
I don't hear that. I hear a lot of repetitive.
There is a lot of repetitive.
Have you ever taken a pen on a piece of paper and just drew a line of circles? Like there, it's not. It's just kind of go this and then back around and then
yes,
and it's like a chain. That's the way he talks. Whenever I hear him, that's the way I.
There's a lot of
he like says this and he goes back and then
and
then
there's a lot of comeback to where he's talking. But there are the snippets where he does say something and then he goes on this fucking repetitiveness.
Okay.
And it's like that was at the interview with Joe Rogan where I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, just fucking get to the point.
Yeah.
Like you said what you had to say, but then you let him wander off.
Yeah.
And he comes back. He's like, oh, plus what I was talking about on this and stuff, such and such. Man, but you know what? It's just, and he goes on this fucking circle. And you're just like, you have to wait for him to come back.
Yeah, it's that.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. But that's the way he always does it, though.
Yes.
It's like this. And I'm like,
but when you catch those
is there
snippets,
a strategy there?
Maybe.
I
don't know. Then again, you also got to think, this is the guy who's been surrounded his entire life with yes men.
Yeah.
You know, so to him, he's the smartest guy in the fucking room.
Yeah.
Because everyone's, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
You know, but when
this has always worked for him, so this is what he's going to always
that's what
do.
he knows.
Yeah.
But there are spots where you sit there and you catch him. Now, granted, there's few and far between where he comes back. But this is what I've caught. And when you sat there, you're just like, okay, hold on. He's like a horse. You got to let him gallop. He'll come back and breathe, talk to you a little bit, and then he'll go off and run off a little bit. You know, because there are people out there, and all these motherfuckers have money. You know, the ones I've come across, where it's like, okay, don't know what his point was. He'll come back and he'll clarify a little bit, and then he'll wander back off again.
He does do that.
Yes. Yeah. But there are little snippets where you do catch it where he's like, you know, the U.S. government, the U.S. taxpayers have been funding NATO. What do y'all do?
Yeah.
We're having to flip the bill and shit like this, stuff like that. And I'm just like, okay, I get it. You know, that's the point. I get that. Because why are we funding? I mean, they don't have an army.
Yeah.
They use us as their army. We're their bully.
Yep.
You know, and if you sit there and you catch, you can see where he kind of gets tired of it. You know, where he's bringing that shit out, and then it's just like, let him gallop. He'll come back to a point here in a minute. Granted, it takes fucking 45 minutes to do it.
Yeah.
You know, so what I did, the little stuff, you're not going to get a full conversation out the guy. Half of it's fucking incoherent bullshit.
Yeah. It's like, okay, this is what I want to talk about. But to get to this, he's got to rant for 45 minutes. But he will work back.
Yes, he'll talk a lot of shit.
But he's going to go way the fuck out here before he circles back.
Yeah.
And then you better be paying attention because when he comes back, then you're going to get your answer.
Yeah, you got to follow
and if you're not, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. There's a lot of people like that, man. We're just like, can we get anybody who's not in that type of position? Can you get to the point?
Yeah.
Because you can't talk
to... that's me.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, dude. Yeah. What are we talking about here? You know, like, yeah. That's me.
And it's like, you can't talk to somebody like that because you're out of the room.
Yeah.
You're not even in the conversation anymore. You know, he's going to move on with his yes man. Everybody's going to agree with him. And it sucks because even as reporters, I ask my question, I need an answer.
Yeah.
Right.
Not this long fucking go away.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just because he's never had to answer to nobody.
Yeah.
You know, he's this fucking wandering
It doesn't matter
horse.
what question you ask him, he's going to give you the answer that he's got in his head for whatever question he has anyway. He's already drummed up a question. No matter what your question is, he's just going to answer the question in his head.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's why I think a lot of the fucking videos that we do see where it's like, where the shit that he's talking about, they're snippets.
Yeah.
They've taken out the random shit. Because they're like, because then it sounds a little more coherent, even though sometimes you're just like, God damn it.
Yeah, you got a news show that's only an hour long, and his fucking speech is like an hour and a half, and he only actually talks about the points 3 different times in that hour and a half, and you're like, all right, we just need to condense it to those few points. You know what I mean? And then just...
That's why you can't... Someone needs to take his Twitter away. Someone needs to fucking...
he gets on angry. He gets angry Twitter.
Yes.
God damn.
But that, like I said, that's him. That's who this guy is.
Yeah.
Now, I'm like, people may listen to this.
That's true. You know who he is.
Yeah.
You know.
People will listen to this and it's like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, because you haven't talked to those kind of people.
Yeah.
You haven't been around where it's like the shit that's in his fucking head right now.
That's all that he cares about. That's all that matters. Anything that you're saying doesn't matter because you're not you're not on his playing field.
Exactly. Like he's on a whole
You're just
different
a spectator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on a whole different track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I mean, you've been around, so it's like, what the fuck was all that about?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, well, wait. Then he'll come back, he'll clarify. You'll go and do something, and you're just like, well, that's not what he wanted. Well, I didn't get that. Well, let him. He's got to. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit you got to listen to. We know somebody.
Actually,
like that.
I get it now. You're right, because I'm thinking of him, and I'm thinking of somebody else that I know.
Yeah,
and they make millions. Their annual income is millions. You know what I mean? And whenever I do get to talking to them, it's always like this long, drawn out thing, and I'm just kind of like, well, I'm just gonna stand here and just let him talk because that's what I need to do. Because I'm trying to get this answer, but he wants to talk about something. I can let it talk about it. You know. And see, if it's important to him, then that's all that matters, I guess.
Yes.
You know.
And there is something to it, you know, because I'm like, it's like, because people will call Trump a failure, a business failure, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody, I can't remember, was it Damon Dash? Somebody he was on the Breakfast Club, and he's like, yeah, he's had 7 failed businesses. He filed for bankruptcy 7 times.
It was a strategy, buddy.
It's a strategy. And this guy was all like, and you call him a failure? He's worth billions.
Yeah.
And he's the president of the United States twice.
Yeah, no shit.
It's like, I want to fail that way. Right. I would love to fail that way.
Yeah.
You know, but there's a
pattern.
There's a pattern. There's an art to it. You know, because hey, granted to us, it's like, dude, get to the fucking point.
He exposed a loophole. Yes. And he not exposed. He did expose it, but he exploited a loophole to his advantage, and he showed everybody how to do it.
Yep.
Only nobody really followed him because everybody looks at it like, oh, it's a failure.
Yeah. But like, explain to me how's a failure.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You know, it's like it's
he laid a blueprint.
Yeah, it's a strategy that everybody does. Mm-hmm. This, like Dave Chappelle said it great. This motherfucker came out of the White House, walked up to us and told him, "Hey, all that shit you think that we're doing? Yeah, we're doing it." Turn around and walk back into the fucking. He literally came out and exposed everything. Like even Hillary, you know, oh, you don't pay your taxes. Hey, all I do is take advantage of the same fucking tax credits that you allow your people. If you don't like it, change the tax credit.
Yeah, he did say that. That's right.
Change it. I only do it because you allow it. Mm-hmm. You've created the laws to let this happen.
And they didn't change it either.
They didn't change. Fuck no, they're going to change it.
Hell no.
You know, these people, they're donors. Their donors make all this money. That's how they donate.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't want me to do it? Change the laws.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, he's got a fucking point.
He's got a damn good point.
You know, now granted, it's that. I get it. It's hard to fucking listen to him. It's hard. I get it. But you have to know what type of person that is.
Yeah.
And a lot of people
now that we're
don't
sitting
want
here
to.
talking about it, I'm like, oh yeah,
it's more identified. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do know people like that now.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh, I see what's going on.
Yeah. Like they got so much.
I don't talk
shit
to
going
those
on.
people every day. You talk to at least one of those people every day. So
yeah.
you definitely.
So yeah, I've noticed that. It's just like, all right, man, go do your own thing. Mm-hmm. He'll come back and he'll clarify. Because he's got, I don't know. I mean, I can't even imagine. Like I got a lot of shit that happens every day. I don't make that kind of money. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting phone calls. Like there's sometimes I'm just like, dude, you're fucking. If my phone rang as much as yours did, I would throw the motherfucker.
Yeah. You
know. So while he's sitting there ranting to you, he brings up something else that is like that doesn't pertain to anything that we're talking about. But it's because he's putting out fires 24 hours a day.
He's speaking his thoughts out.
Yes, he's speaking. Yeah. There you go. You know, because when he's done talking,
these are $1 million thoughts.
Exactly. You know, and you sit there and talk to this guy. He's got some land in Africa that he's fucking managing, like a couple million acres that he has to manage out there. So when he's done talking to me and it's time to wind down, he's taking phone calls because on the other side of that planet, you know,
it's morning over there.
Mm-hmm. And that's okay. Now he's got to tackle all that. And then sometimes I'll get random text messages at 1:00 in the morning. You know, and I'm like, oh, hey, tomorrow, blah, 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 whatever, you know, whatever he wants to get done. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm asleep, you know? But, you know, I only know this because I came across one of the contractors we had out there, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, I don't know when he sleeps. I was like, what? He's like, man, I've been invited over to his house plenty of times. He's like, come on over. I was like, I don't want to do all that. So we're drilling some of these wells out here, right? And Kerry invited the owner of the drilling company out there. He's like, come over to the house. Young cat, man. He's probably in his he's actually few years younger than me. And he's like, man, I went up there. He had a fucking party and shit like that. He had people that around Dallas, you know. And he comes in, we have this whole fucking party. Everyone leaves. You know, he kind of wind everything down. He's like, it's weird. It's not, we're chilling on the fucking couch talking. Hey, man, I'm going to go to bed. He's like, it's not like that. You know, he's disappears for a little bit. He's taking phone calls. You know, and then I'm like, man, I shows me to my room, which is, I don't know how many rooms in this fucking house he has. Winds down a little bit. Someone else comes and brings him some fucking blankets, brings some shit. You know, he's like, is there anything we can do for you? And I'm like, oh, fuck this. Like, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, and he's like, and then I'm sitting there, I'm winding down myself. It's 2:00 in the morning. Next thing you know, I was like, you know what, man, I'm kind of thirsty. So he's like, he leaves this room and he's headed downstairs and he hears a fucking bike going. And he's like walking in while he's sitting there. He can hear him talking on the phone while he's on the bike. He's like, Oscar, I was there 3 days. You know, because bingo, go into town, do stuff. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, when you start, have you ever seen, is it Downtown Abbey? It was like, oh, we're staying in the Duke's house. And then they show up and I'm like, well, I'm going to go into town. Yeah. And the guy disappears and he was kind of like that.
Sounds like the Great Gatsby.
There you go. That type of shit, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, he gets out and he's like, he's sitting there talking on the phone. 2:00 in the morning. He's on this fucking bike.
Peloton and shit.
Mm-hmm. He's like, he was on there. He's like, he did that every day when I was there.
At 1:00, 2:00 in the morning. Damn.
This guy's 80 years old, man. And just fucking every day getting it. And you got to think about, those are those type of guys. $1 million doesn't come from a 9 to 5.
No, that's right.
It doesn't.
That's all day.
And it's all day fucking, the gears are turning, nothing stops. And I'm like, when do you sleep?
Yeah.
When does he sleep?
Yeah, no shit.
He's awake at the ass crack of dawn. And I've gotten phone calls at fucking 10 o'clock at night and he's drunk as shit. But he's still he's still talking about, you know, hey, things I want to get done tomorrow. Business. It's always business. Never have enough time. He's never gonna sit there and be like, hey, how was your day? Without giving 5 minutes, and he's like, wow. Goes on in another direction, talking about work, talking about the shit that's happening, stuff that he's getting done, his other projects that are going. It's crazy though, because you can sit there and you can let him talk, and you can tell. I mean, seriously, you can tell he has no one to talk to. Yeah. Let me get all my shit together. I can't give you have an allotted amount of time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But catch him. I've literally sat, dude, with him for 4 hours, and I probably got 5 minutes.
He's just unloading.
Unloading.
There was one time I had walked up to his pickup truck out there in that field, and he actually had one of the guys from the rig sitting in the truck with him. Mm-hmm. I just went over just to say hi, you know, because I hadn't seen him in a minute. So I was just going to say, hey, man, how you doing? You know, just wanted to say hi, you know.
Yeah.
It's probably been about a good 3 years probably since the last time I had saw or talked to him. And so he rolls down the window and he said, what's going on, Abraham? Like, oh shit, he remembers me. Cool. You know? And then he turns to the other guy and he was like, yeah, I'll talk to you later. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. Okay. The other guy just jumps out of the truck and goes right back to work. And before I could take a breath to go and talk to him, bro, he was already just talking.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, I'll shut the fuck up then, you know? So, yeah. Dude, he just talks. Like, just like you said, like, okay.
And see, I think
I had to be like, I think I better get back to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I think all of his other relationships, all of his other people that he's talked to, it's business.
Yeah.
Like, we're not on the same level. Like, I can't say that I've ever talked to somebody on that level. But when when I was a business owner, it was lonely. Yeah. Because y'all are working. I got nothing really going on. And somebody comes and asks me a question, and I'm like, well, you know what? This is how I started. This is how, you know, I can give you some advice, and then it just snowballs from there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure at about 30 minutes in, he's like, God, I wish this guy would shut the fuck up. You know, and he's like, he just keeps going.
Yeah.
You know, and it's.
Well, then you get to venting.
Then you get to, exactly. It's just like, oh man, it's like, you can't relate. So
yeah,
you're just a talking.
It's interesting,
talking
right?
point. Yeah.
That's interesting. Like that whole thing when you talk to people that are just like that, it's like the conversations almost become one-sided.
Yes,
almost all the time.
Yeah, yeah, always.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying, man. Is like if you listen to them long enough, like I know it's hard. People don't have that time of retention.
You gotta wait for it to circle back.
Yes,
but it takes a while.
It takes a while. That's why when you hear like people are like, this guy's a fucking idiot, and blah blah blah, and I'm like, it's literally worth millions of dollars.
Yeah, I never really thought about it like that. This conversation kind of opened it up a little bit more because I'm like, that's true.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And when somebody, like, you hear it all the time. Let's say somebody who's just starting off. Oh, man. All right. We take think he's dumb, but he's actually smart. Now let's take it the other way. So somebody who thinks they're smart, but they're actually dumb.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll sit there and they'll talk your fucking ear off about stupid shit. Like, you got people that can't, that literally just ask me for $20 so they can buy a burrito, but yet want to give me financial advice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why don't you get your shit handled before you start telling me where I should be buying stock?
Mm-hmm.
You know, or hey, and it's the whole Dunning-Kruger effect happened on the opposite end of that shit.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, I want to cut you off because we're not on the same fucking level.
Yeah.
Why would I listen to you?
You know, sometimes, and I'm sure it's to my own detriment in one way, but I do it anyway. I do this a lot. Is people that I know things that I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
I play like I don't know anything at all about this whole thing, even though I know how to do this whole thing, but I want their take on it. So I kind of play dumb, like I don't know. And in a way, I probably do make myself look like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yes.
But I'm just trying to get more out of them.
But sometimes you get more, it benefits you more that way.
Yeah, and I do that a lot.
Yes.
And then it's funny because then later on, we'll talk, you know, me and this person or people, whoever it is that I've done this with. Mm-hmm. Then they'll realize this motherfucker.
You knew this whole time?
You knew this whole fucking time.
Yeah.
But sometimes it does a negative for me for a little while because they do think that I don't know. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of got to like,
yeah.
You know.
I turn it around when they start talking down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you start, okay. I'm sorry. I inflated your ego too much.
Yeah.
Let me knock you back down. Mm-hmm. You know, and I've had that. Dude, I've had smart fucking engineers, right, sit there and break shit down. Try to explain, like, whether it be a well bore, whether it be what they're looking for, you know. And sit there and play dumb, you know. And then I get to a point where I can relate. And I was like, I do that, but what I do, I turn around like, oh shit, he's picking it up. Oh, he understands. Oh, shit, okay. Now we can have a conversation. We're not, you're not, you're not as.
He's just not staying completely silent like he doesn't get it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Then you start adding that in because you're like, okay, I want to make sure that we're on the same, because you want your teachers, you know. So, yeah, I will. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. So this is what you're looking for, blah, blah, blah. This is, like, use the same words he was using, but turn it around. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, man, you're in.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just be like, I'll ask a question. I'll be like, so it's not okay to go fishing?
Yeah. I was like, this is a different kind of fishing than I'm used to. So I dropped them so we can go fishing.
We can go fishing.
I dropped the rod so we can go fishing. But but then again, man, I have my moments too. Yeah. Everyone has their moments. Sometimes you get into a conversation with somebody who's way smarter than you.
Yeah. Well, that's hard.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm trying to learn, but then sometimes it's like, fuck, that's too much. I don't know that.
I can't retain all
of that. I can't retain all that, yeah. And then it's like, all right, I wish I can put this on pause, but there's so much, they won't stop. And it's like, fuck, okay, well. Now I have meta glasses that I can be like, record, yeah.
But sometimes you have to. I've done it plenty of times, and we're just like, we need to put a pin on this until we get to actually doing it, because this is all lost conversation. Mm-hmm. And they're just like, I'm like, look, man, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut it off like this.
Yeah.
But you're gonna start explaining something to me that I have to physically walk through.
Yeah.
Well, you're just gonna spend the next 10 minutes talking to me, and you're gonna waste your time. You know, and they're just like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
And some of them were actually, well, come here, let me show you what I'm talking about. And I'm like, boom, we sit there and break it down. I'm like, and I'll straight up because Suits? You ever seen Suits?
Oh yeah.
Okay, Mike, I exactly know where he's coming from. Where he's like, once I retain something, I never forget it. Granted, he reads it and he can remember it. I have to do it.
Yeah. Put your hands on it.
Yeah, put my hands on it.
That's me too.
Yeah.
If I put my hands on it, I'll never forget it.
Yeah. Help me understand it. Once I understand it, I got it.
Yeah.
You know, there's no it's answer. But I've explained to people, you know, what their problem was at a fucking battery just over the phone. Mm-hmm. You know, but I do get lost sometimes. It's like, okay, well, what are you talking about? Because I don't know send me a picture of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, well, this is some weird fucking dump, or there's some weird fucking controller, and I'm like, oh, how does it work when you do this? And he's like, yes, this is what it's doing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's not your problem. Your problem is further down because you're having the backup, whatever. So I can sit there and break that down. Talk to some people, they're just like way over, and I'm just like, oh, okay, all right.
I've been fortunate. I've had some great teachers in the oil field that would, from the drilling rig to what we do right now to some of the electrical shit that I've done. I don't have any background in any of that. I just kind of fucking got into it. You know what I mean? But the people that taught me, they didn't just tell me like, hey, this is this and that. Yeah. When I was on vacation for the state of Texas. A friend of mine had broke it down like in a drawing, right, whatever, and I did retain a lot of that I did, but it wasn't until like I got out there, and of course the newer version of this shit is all hydraulic and fucking electrical. You know what I mean? These guys would take me through and be like, they wouldn't just tell me about it. They would show me as the situation is about to happen. Okay, Abraham, grab this. This is called this. While you're doing this is what this does. Look at this. Yeah. And once this hits that, you pull this down. You know what I mean? Like, say we're bringing say we just kicked on the generators and we're fixing to bring the whole entire system online. You know what I mean? You got to turn your frequency down. There's a clock. There's 3 clocks turning like real fast. The more you turn your frequency, they start slowing down. Once you get all 3 of them on the 0, stand to the side and then kick it on. Yeah, because you don't want to stand in front of it. If that thing blows up, you're going to die or catch fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what's that thing reading the hertz on each line?
Yeah.
It's just three phase, right?
3 phase, yeah. But, it was things like that. You know what I mean? And look, I haven't done it in 10 years now.
Yeah.
But I'll never forget
it. I don't even know what you were talking about.
But I picked it up.
But
you picked it up. You know what I mean? But probably because you do have some type of experience in that.
Yeah, I've done it before.
So you see what I'm saying?
Or I've done something like that before.
When it comes to working on pumps, we have pumps on the field that are basically the same thing as the ones that are on the drilling rig, just different versions of that.
Yes.
But it's the same fucking thing. You know what I mean? When you break it down, when you get down to taking it apart and all the packing and all that shit, it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah. That's what I try to tell everybody, like my kids, right? They're like, well, I don't know how to do that. Well, it's just like the other one. It looks completely different. Mm-hmm. I'm like, look, man, no one's fucking come up with anything revolutionary yet.
No.
There's different styles, but it's the same.
Still the same.
It's the same mechanism.
Concept is the same.
Yeah. So, I mean, just, you can't, plus when it's broke, you can't fuck it up anymore. It's already broke.
Yeah.
So fucking fix it.
Yeah.
I know, I totally get it.
But like once it's the whole thing of what I was getting at is once you put your hands on it, or at least for me, it's like, I've got it.
Oh yeah.
And I'll have it forever. You know what I mean? It's ingrained in me now.
Yeah. I try to teach people principles of like oil water separation. I was like, look, man, this is like electricity. There's
the science of it.
The science, let me. I want you to understand what it's doing, why it works this way.
Yeah.
Kind of like, well, I don't know. Like when I remember, and it was kind of the hardest one for me because it was just so fucking, it was so ingrained to me how a 3-phase separator works.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I sit there and I'm like, well, I don't understand. How does it separate it? I was like, hey, bro, you ever drop fucking, like say you're cooking, right? You're cooking a fucking whatever. I try to relate to, I was like, see how all the fucking fat and everything floats up to the top when that water's boiling? He's like, yeah. I was like, that's your oil, man. See how they're not ever gonna mesh together.
They
Never.
separate.
They separate. Mm-hmm. It's the same principle.
Yeah.
I was like, water and oil don't mix, and gas breaks out of everything. Gas will break out of the oil. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's just gonna go to the top because it stays at the top. It's gonna float to the top, right? He's like, yeah, your fucking oil, it's always gonna stay right in the middle because it floats on top of your water. As long as you can control your water level, you can
control the other two.
Yeah, you control the other two. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh fuck, it's like it's fucking easy, man. And to me, it was easy.
Yeah,
because I'm like,
some people it is harder.
Yeah, it is harder because they don't understand the principles of how things work. Mm-hmm. And that's what I really focused on that, man. When I was doing Rust About, I was like, I just need you to understand how it works.
Yeah,
then you can figure out the rest.
You know what I had a hard time doing? Like say we're getting a separator going again. After it's been down for a long time, you got to fill that motherfucker back up. You got to get you got to get your everything doing just right. But when you start having to micro it, like, okay,
micro adjustments,
dude, you can be there forever Forever. You can be there forever doing that because you just want to get it just right. You just want to get it just right. But at some point, I had to tell myself, like,
you got to walk away.
You just got to walk away and just leave it alone.
Yeah. It's going to do what it's going to do.
It's going to do what it's going to do. But because you can be there forever, just like, no, you just got to fucking leave it alone.
And a lot of people really fuck that up because they think I'll make a micro adjustment and that's the adjustment. No, you got to let it settle out because not only is it from there, it's all the way to the fucking well.
Yeah.
It's all got to go down line.
And not just the one well, it's all of them coming
all
in.
of them coming in. You know, so you got to wait for every one of them to line itself out. Then it gives you a true level. Usually that happens in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Now you want to get close because you don't want to dump all your shit. Come back the next morning, you got all fucking hell. All hell broke loose on you.
You know, you can apply that to damn near everything.
Everything.
Because it's like, all right, you know, you're too much micromanaging here. You need to step away from it. You know, like if I'm doing, I don't know, if you're doing editing, if you're somebody that does editing, you know, hey man, you're over editing this thing. You know what I mean? Photography, hey, you might want to step away from it for give it 24 hours. If you're drawing a picture or painting a picture, you're just so focused on it. Still too much detail there, you know. I mean, you didn't need that much. You're overdoing it, you know. Or
dude, like you literally, you just said, it applies to everything. Hey, your wife's pissed off. You know, go do a little adjustment. The little adjustment is like, you know, there's dishes in the fucking sink. Just go do the dishes and let her chill out.
Yeah,
you know, just like, hey, yeah, they're done. You don't. That's one thing less you don't have to do. You walk off.
Yeah,
you let her be mad. Y'all can be mad. You know, come back the next day and it's like, hey, I'm gonna tweak it a little bit more. I'm gonna do something a little different. You know,
my wife hates the dishes.
Hates the dishes. Yeah.
And I don't like doing dishes either, but I'll do them every so often because it's just
You'll be surprised how much shit you can fix by just doing a little bit different.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh man, like,
do you have a dishwasher?
No. Yes, we have a dishwasher, but we do not use it.
We had a dishwasher. We never fucking used it. Never.
She's pressing me right now to get one though.
But why?
Because she's just. Here's the thing. It's the whole thing.
You still have to
little
wash.
Adjustment. Yeah, just that little adjustment. That's what she wants, and I'm like, okay. Well, eventually, I mean, like what it always goes. We always go back to doing dishes by hand.
Yeah, I mean, because honestly, you still have to pre-rinse them anyway before you put them in there. At that point, just wash the goddamn dish.
Yeah, you're already there. You halfway did the job, you know. And it's that, you know, because I mean, we've already had 2 dishwashers.
Yeah.
You know, the first one wasn't working great. I replaced it. Well, it wasn't working great. We stopped using it. Go back to washing the dishes by hand. And then all of a sudden it's like, what is that broken dishwasher there? Can we add another one? Sure.
Yeah.
Pop another one in. Works for a little bit. Because I've never had a dishwasher that worked with the shit.
Nah.
Maybe last a year, 2 years.
And it works great that first month. Then it just drastically falls off.
Yeah, it's so fucking dumb, dude. I know because I'm literally gonna go and spend $500-600 on a goddamn dishwasher. Then I'm probably gonna see it work for a year and a half. Maybe.
It's also gonna increase your electricity and your water.
Yep.
Like fuck.
And I'm like, man, what are we doing? This is so dumb.
Like we're doing the opposite of what we should be doing.
Yeah.
See, we went through a little fucking a little stint of just buying fucking throwaway plates because no one wanted to do the dishes.
Yeah.
You know, and that was great and all. And then, man, I sat there. We were at Sam's.
Did the math on it?
Well, not even the math. I'm sitting there and I pick up the whole fucking thing of the throwaway plates, and I'm like, we literally after we're done eating, this is $20 worth of plates we throw away every day. We're just throwing them away.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, you know, it's not many of us. It's not like we sit there and let the fucking dishes pile up.
Yeah.
It's got to be done every day. You know, so we go through a little stint where we're doing the dishes every day. And then it just piles up. It just sucks. It's just life, bro.
And it's every other day.
Yeah, the repetitiveness gets old.
Doing dishes just sucks, you know?
Yeah, it sucks.
Folding clothes sucks. You know?
But my shit's been in the fucking hamper since before I left Austin.
Yeah.
It's clean.
Yeah, it's clean.
You're just digging it out of the hamper.
The only part that sucks is you got to get out and you got to fucking to get all the wrinkles out.
Out of
And I'm like, man, if I would, I mean, literally, it doesn't even take much.
No,
right?
It doesn't. It's just they're doing it.
They're doing it.
But it's just those are just the things of life, you know.
Yeah.
It's like we got to get done.
I mean, just a little shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I can keep talking about this shit all day. But thanks, guys, for listening, man. We'll catch you next week. And, hey, we'll be at actually, this will be out Tuesday. So I guess be on the lookout for some pictures of the West Texas Showdown.
Yeah,
I'll be there doing that. Tiffany, you going?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna take some video?
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
I might go. I don't know yet.
Yeah, let me know, man. I'll give you a fucking ticket.
All right.
All right, man. We'll catch y'all later.
What to do?
What to do?